I think we'll get started. I want to thank everybody for coming out on a Saturday in December when it's snowing. It just demonstrates your commitment to the environment that you want to join us here in these discussions that will help us update our strategic plan for the environment. I will have a few logistical announcements when the keynote speaker is finished, but without further ado, I would like to introduce Councillor Barry Verbanovich, who is the co-chair, the co-chair of the Kitchener's Environmental Committee.
Probably. Yeah, a little bit. Morning, and thanks, Barb. And I do want to just at the beginning acknowledge the other co-chair, Claude Schneider, who is there, as well as Yvonne, who's a member of the committee. Greeting people. I'm trying to see if anybody else from the committee's here, although I know others are planning on coming throughout the day. We no longer see the world as a single entity. We move to cities and we think the economy is what gives us our life, that if the economy is strong, we can afford garbage collection and sewage disposal and fresh food and water and electricity. We go through life thinking that money is the key to having whatever we want without regard to what it does to the rest of the world. Our personal consumer choices have ecological, social, and spiritual consequences. It's time to re-examine some of our deeply held notions that underlie our lifestyles. Those quotes are both from David Suzuki, a Canadian, one of us, and a world-renowned scientist and authority on the importance of addressing environmental issues and the reason we're all here today. Let me begin by thanking all of you for coming out today to be part of this discussion in helping the City of Kitchener set its direction in terms of the environment for the next 5 years with a revised strategic plan for the environment. In terms of other members of council here today, Mayor Carl Zaire, who you'll be hearing from shortly, Councillor John Gazzola is here, Councillor Christina Wiley, and from Regional Council, Councillor Jake Smola. So I'd like to welcome them as well. Thank you for coming out today to take part in this grassroots community discussion about our local environment that will help to shape our City of Kitchener's long-term environmental initiatives. After today, we invite you to comment through to Monday, December 17th by email, by mail, by phone, or on the internet. In fact, we'll be posting Dr. Blouw's address today onto the internet so that folks that couldn't make it out today can actually watch it and then go and comment on some of the environmental issues in the future. Citizen feedback will then be used over the next few months to help city staff develop an updated City of Kitchener strategic plan for the environment. This plan, which was first approved by Council in 1992, is periodically updated and is used to guide the development of current and future city environmental activities and initiatives. It's anticipated that the updated strategic plan will be released in the spring of 2008. We're hoping for around the time of Earth Day 2008, but that may be a bit of a challenge. You've told us many times in recent years that the environment remains amongst the top priorities for our community. In fact, in 2005, the Environics study showed that 78% of Kitchener residents said that after spending tax dollars effectively, protecting our environment was the second highest priority for our residents in the next 20 years. So today we want to talk about what is important to you as residents from an environmental standpoint, and then build a strategic plan that reflects the community's priorities. We hope that your participation in today's workshops will be the first step in thinking locally and acting locally. We all have an important role to play. Shutting lights off, turning heat down in winter and AC down in summer, low flush toilets, recycling, the choice of car, whether or not we use a car, the list goes on. As Al Gore, who has made climate change part of pop culture in recent years, has said, we sometimes emphasize the danger in a crisis without focusing on the opportunities that are there. We should feel a great sense of urgency because it is the most dangerous crisis we've ever faced by far. But it also provides us with opportunities to do a lot of things we ought to be doing for other reasons anyway. And to solve this crisis, we can develop a shared sense of moral purpose. Thank you for meeting the challenge here today so that as a community we can develop that shared sense of purpose when it comes to the environment in the years ahead. And now I'd like to invite our Mayor, Carl Zaire, to come forward and say a few words and introduce our guest speaker.